They'll start on the ground. Etienne. Right away, they rack up 10 yards on their first play from scrimmage. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Another tote for Etienne. And space tough to come by there. So get maybe a yard to the 37. The Jaguars at 500 now, 4-4 on the year. And they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. You look at this Niner defense. They're currently 6th in the NFL in defending the run.
Now if they could just get their pass defense in line, this unit would be really, really strong. And remember the conversation with the defensive coordinator? He wants them to rush the passer better. He wants to see the quarterback on the ground. They've got to create some sacks.
And he said it starts early and often. We'll see if they can get to it. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
The Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Well, this defense for the Jaguars, they were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Purdy now to throw. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 13 yards there and a Niner first. That's his first catch of the game and an impressive one against multiple defenders.
And how about that start? Really aggressive. Yeah, there was double coverage out there, but that didn't stop them at all. They went right at it and defeated it on that play.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. That's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early. Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Purdy on 3rd down. Connects with Kittle underneath. And he is going to have a Niners 1st down. It won't be by much. He needed 3, and he got 3, barely. But the mark shows 1st down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. You look at this Jaguar defense. This unit against the pass, hoping to get better for sure. Number 25 in the NFL right now.
And even though that's not the greatest ranking in the world, one thing you can say, they get after the quarterback. They're in the top 10 in the league in sacks.
Throwing on 2nd down, it's Purdy. That's caught. He finds Danny Gray. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, second down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
What would look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
An incomplete pass on second down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Back to throw, Purdy. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. McCaffrey. And it'll be a minimum pickup here as it will take us to the end of the 1st quarter. We're scoreless after 1. Again, McCaffrey. And he will not get in. In fact, he might have lost a yard. Back to the 2. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the 49ers post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Jake Moody now for the point after. And the 49ers grab a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Niners 7, Jaguars 7. Mitch Wishnowsky to kick off for San Francisco.
Here is Wishnowsky to boot it away following the touchdown. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's... ...23-yard line.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. 4-4, their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be, because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we've wondered just how good is this team. They want to be consistent in their play, not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
Here's Lawrence to throw. He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A 6-yard pass on back-to-back plays. Picks up the first.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars.
That's good for the Jaguars.
And they'll go again with Etienne. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
He'll buy some time right. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Great vision there by Lawrence as he scrambles for a first down.
Well, that's a nice job right there. He's looking downfield, but with no one open, he takes off and tries to run for it. He gets to the sidelines and gets out of bounds with a first down.
Straight ahead, Etienne. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence. Open man, this is Brenton Strange, the tight end. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there are more people there to get him down.
Well, that'll be enough to keep the drive moving forward. Another first down on the pickup of 5 yards. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Back to the ground with Etienne. And he stopped immediately there. Talanoa Hufanga, a first-time All-Pro last year, up to make the tackle. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
On 3rd down, Lawrence. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up the 1st and goal.
A very important 3rd down conversion right there, because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, the kicker's not even part of your thought process. You got to make it pay off with 6. Nice connection right there to set up 1st and goal.
And he'll take this one in for the Jags touchdown. Travis Etienne, his 7th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Jaguars are an extra point away from drawing level.
Well, he'd been the workhorse on this drive, and it would have been unfair to bring someone else in to finish the job. So they go back to him again, and he delivers with a touchdown run.
Extra point from McManus is good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Returning from his end zone is Ray McCloud. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Throwing here, Purdy. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A good pickup there, a 22. A handoff, McCaffrey running right. Breaks the tackle, he's got room to run. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 45 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Purdy looking to throw. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
It sort of looks like they start some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Purdy to throw again on 2nd and 10. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. 23 yards the pickup there.
George Kittle. It's a gain of 23 yards. First down.
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. Here's McLeod from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
Purdy now on 2nd down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Kind of a fine line when you're setting up the screen. You don't want to throw it too early and have the defense react too quickly. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late. And that way it's not formed perfectly. Got to make sure you hit it just right.
Purdy with it on 3rd and long. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Phillips All-American. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Travis Etienne with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Jaguars take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. McManus's point after is good, and that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Here's McLeod from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, some guys you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look at a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd down, it's Purdy. That is caught. And he is going to have the 49ers first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a give, right side McCaffrey. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Here's Purdy. And looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted. Rayshawn Jenkins picks it off. And the Jags are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. 2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. But he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. Etienne up the middle. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Lawrence going to get this to Etienne. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 27-yard line.
They go play action now. Lawrence. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. From the gun, it's Lawrence. Crossing route, and he hits his man. It's Jones. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert. An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
This defense trying to do its part, active hands on that play, but their offense hasn't given them much to work with.
So they're not going to worry about it. On their side of the ball, all they're concerned about, can they create some scoring opportunities and help out that offense?
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And the 49ers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
That's a beautiful read there by the safety. It's zone coverage, so he's just going to sit back and watch. He knows he can't get beat deep because he has the end line to protect it. So he can react to everything in front of him, and he makes a great break on the football and comes down with the interception.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. We have played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. Purdy now to throw. This one caught by Kittle. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 31-yard line. Well, they had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Purdy. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's 2nd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Now Purdy. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will take this one home. That's a touchdown. Well, just to add that to the list of great moments for this defense today, they've really shredded game plan on the other side all 4 quarters. And, Charles, that pick 6, that's kind of the cherry on top.
Yeah, they did it, and I feel like I'm quoting a bad movie line, but they did it together, didn't they? Fed off of each other, every big play they made, every tackle, every pick, everything they've done. They continually built energy in this one, and how about them culminating with a pick 6?
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Here's McLeod from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. We'll see if they can band back together after the pick 6. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A 2-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock.
Well, that's a defense coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
After the incompletion, they'll try once more from the 20-yard line on 2nd and 10. Purdy from the gun. Throw's going to be incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Purdy will set up to throw it here. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Purdy, big 4th down play. And it's going to be batted down. And we'll go the other way with the football. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to...
Touchdown, Jaguars! Calvin Ridley, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Well, this, of course, set up by the stop a moment ago on 4th down, and now that might be the score that puts this one officially out of reach.
And it's a tough one because your hands are tied when you're losing in the 4th quarter because you know you've got to make something happen. They couldn't pick up the 1st down, and after that, the air just went right out of the balloon, and you knew you were looking at a defeated team.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Here's McLeod from his end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there. And trailing big here. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Byron Murphy. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Meanwhile, Lawrence's throw here taken in by Ingram. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
That's good for the Jaguars. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Here's Lawrence. Looking for Ridley on the out route. He's got it. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. 2nd and 1 now from the 21.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
And it's complete right back to Ridley. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like total at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Now Lawrence to throw on 2nd down. Toward the pylon, caught. Down at the 2. Broke through first contact, but ultimately stopped shy of the goal line. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Travis Etienne taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Jaguars up the lead to 4 scores now here in this 4th quarter. Now McManus for the extra point. It's up and good, and they're in control now, 35-7. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Here's McLeod from his end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Second down, here's Purdy to throw. And oh my goodness, here's a fifth interception. Picked up by Andre Cisco. And a return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Etienne once more. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
A give to Etienne running right. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Here's 2nd and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. A gain of 8 there on the play. And now it's 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On play action, Lawrence. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Jacksonville, 1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. Lawrence. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
A solid run of 11 there as he tucked it and ran, but he's still short of the marker at its 4th.
Fast, slow, it doesn't matter. If you give a quarterback enough room to escape, he can hit you for a big gain. You've got to give him a little more focus moving forward.
Going for it. Here's Etienne. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. This defense held out as long as they could, but ultimately the running game wears them down from the 1-yard line.
And that gets set up throughout the entire drive, doesn't it? And when you put those big bodies and determination into that carry, the end result, touchdown.
McManus now for the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Here's McLeod from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Purdy. Throws the out route and completes it to Samuel. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously you're